Knights of Apollo, welcome back to Total War Rome 2. Today we have a massive 4v4 pitch battle in the desert, but there's a catch. Every player must only bring skirmishers to the field of battle. Now the rules are that the players must exhaust their ammo before they can charge a unit into melee. So guys, sit back, relax, get some snacks and drinks, and today you're not going to be needing any sunscreen because all these archers are going to blot out the sun. Alright guys, here we go, start of the battle. Let's really quick look at the different factions. And one more thing, I forgot to mention this. In the rules, you are only allowed 4 short range units. So that could be javelin men, peltasts. So most of this is going to be archers and slingers. So let's start on my side, my team here. So yes, I'm in the battle. How exciting. I'm very excited to be here. So Parthia, I'm playing as Parthia. They got some good bows. They got a nice mix of variety. I think another rule is that you're allowed max 6 of a unit. That way they, people had to bring different types of archers, weaker archers and stuff. Then we have the Armenians here on this would be my left here. Then we have Kush, that's kind of like center right of me. So powerful Kush, they got some good archers. And then we got Chimeria over here, there to the extreme right. And they also have some interesting skirmishers. Now, what is Chimeria taking on? Let's look at the opposing side. Chimeria! What the heck? We got a little bit of a civil war there. We got the Egyptians, which have some fun units. Then we've got, look who's back, Bactria, baby. The red, white, and blue, the American faction. No, it's, yeah, Bactria is very much not American, but they look cool, and they're a fun faction. One of my favorite factions. And then we've got Kush. Absolutely Kushing it. So, yeah, Kush is also on our team. So we had a couple, I'm not really a fan when people pick the same faction, but I get it, we want to pick strong archer factions, and there's a little bit of overlap. Anyways, I'm pushing up my Parthian foot archers, and guys, this is when things really pop off. Alright, here we go. Boom! Look at that. So right out of the gate, we got some shots fired. Then we got the Nubian bowmen firing back. They're even sending forward some tribesmen. This is their short-range units. Which I kind of forgot about this. This is a very aggressive play. We've got the Armenians pushing forward now. They're also sending in their short range. I think they're trying to inflict some heavy damage right away, but I decide to focus my fire on the short range tribesmen here, and they break pretty quickly. They do get some volleys, but it's so far away, and they're so light in numbers, it's not a big deal. My Parthian foot archers have no issue of dealing with these guys. Look at their breaking over there. Then over in the center, I've got a spare unit that I decided to push up. I didn't really mean to do this, so this was a big mistake on my part. I think I told them to attack a unit, and that unit fell back, and I wasn't paying attention. Kush is moving forward, some slave slingers. I've got some elite Persian archers supporting them. And then way on this flank, look at the aggressive play over here. My goodness. You can see just death and destruction here on the battlefield. Picked Peltasts. Those are some elite boys right there. They're pushing on the flank. Look, he's using tactics and everything. He's got some heavy archers and some more heavy archers just pushing with the pick Peltasts. And Chimeria is falling back. He just kind of rushed in, and he's kind of getting melted. So he's going to use the terrain a little bit here to his advantage and delay this push by the opposing Chimeria. All right, and more. Yeah, this was tragic here. This archer unit completely out of place. It's an elite Persian unit too, and they got 35 kills. Not good. Wait, how many kills did they get? No, 58, but still not good. And the bombardment continues on, guys. In this side of the battle, I've got, oh man, and units are going quick here, guys. I mean, this is a battle of glass cannons. I mean, these units are killing and dying quickly, and we can see we butchered this front line of Kushite soldiers, but now we're working on the second line here. And I'm kind of taking on two factions right now. I'm taking on Kush, but so is Kush. Kush is taking on the Armenians as well. The Armenians are looking pretty good. This is a small force they have to deal with, and they're going to rush forward their numbers, use their numbers, and again, really blot out the sky. Here they go. Look at that. Look at that. So the fight continues. I now move up my slingers. The reason I brought up slingers is because, well, never mind. I thought they had heavier units. I thought they brought heavier units, but it's okay. Slingers will work nonetheless, whether they have armor or not. But you definitely want to use slingers for heavy armored units because that's, you know, it's that blunt force from the rocks that they use. My elite Persian archers, getting hit here a little bit, not really firing back. I don't know if they're reloading, but it looks like they're just out of, oh no, there they go. There they go. They're like doing volley fires. Look at this, just crazy. And the funny thing is playing this battle, you can watch it live, it's on my live streams, but it felt very much like a Napoleon Total War battle. You know, the way the lines were set up, we were stretched out, really, you know, really stretching out our forces. Now, this is a little bit of an issue here. Crimea pushing forward and getting to Kush now because our allied Crimea has fallen back, but he can't fall back anymore because then he'll leave Kush open to a flank attack, which he kind of already has. But this is not a terrible idea. He's just trying to set up some step archers and hold the front line. And look at this. Look at all the arrows. I wish the game kept track of how many arrows fired. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? Like little stats like that in these Total War battles, just how many shots fired, how many arrows let loose, how many X died, you know, that kind of thing. And oh my gosh, they are getting melted right now. Crimea is falling apart against Crimea. This is nuts. So seeing that our flank is crumbling, we decided to fall back and regroup. Of course, Bactria is going to take advantage of that. He's going to kind of push forward and keep firing. I've got my archer general. If you had an archer general, you're allowed to use him. He was a horse cav unit. I had to dismount him. That was the rules. If you didn't have an archer general, you just can't use him. And now I've got some Eastern javelin men pushing forward, and that's really what's the strongest force of what's left of my army, this mercenary Peltasts waiting. And I was doing the opposite. I was waiting to use my short range late in the game because I was hoping that they would kind of start to run out of ammo. I could move up forward and really do a lot of damage. But Bactria also has the same idea. He's got some Bactrian Peltasts that are shifting over to his right, our left, and he's going to go support the fight over on that front. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see. Yeah, let's see what we got going on here. Oh yeah, Eastern Slingers still alive and well. We got another Eastern Slinger. My Slingers have been doing fantastic. I kind of wish I brought more of them. I think I brought like 4 of them. Maybe even just 3. I'm not sure. There goes my Eastern Javelin men. I'm sending them in first because they're the cheaper version of the short range. You know, they're not as good as the Peltasts, so I'm just kind of sending them in and hoping that they absorb some ammo. And let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. And look, we're constantly being rolled up here on the right. Nice. Got a good volley there. Keep it going, Eastern Javelin. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's impressive, guys. I mean, that's a little ridiculous. That I get it. It's like a game and stuff. But, like, they throw those so far with ease. You know, I don't know. Look, I'm not a javelin expert. I don't know the average distance that a soldier could throw. Because, you know, I'm thinking of, like, the Olympic Games where they're throwing the spear. It's a little different, right? Because they've got no armor. They're not holding a shield. And they get a running start. Here, you're stationary. You've got some weight on you. You got weapons on you. And I can't imagine. Oh, look. And then he ran out of ammo. He ran out of ammo, so he's allowed to charge in the elite Persian archers. And he's taking on my javelin men. Back over this way. I'm trying to hold kind of this corner. The you know, it's part of the closing door here that we've got. And look at this combined force. I mean, it looks like Egypt and Crimea barely been touched. They look very healthy. They look very good. And look at all the bodies of dead here, just littered on the battlefield. And it, again, feels like Napoleon, because this is how Napoleon's, you know, in the game, how the bodies look. They're just kind of in rows like this, and lines. And it's been a bloody fight. Now, Bactria's falling back, so that is good. Bactria's going back. See what I did? But yeah, we're winning here because thanks to the Armenians, they're playing very well. So this is giving us some hope that we might be able to win this fight. I'm now shifting over my units to go help out my allies over here. I think I've got some Eastern Slingers that used up all their ammo. They have 217 kills. The Slingers really stepped it up to... Oh, man. It's, you know, that's one thing that I just love about Rome 2 is the archer arrow physics. They look so good and gnarly. I mean, it just looks really good. Like, you'll see the arrows bounce around when they hit like walls and stuff. It's really impressive. No, these slingers still have ammo. 224 kills, but they're pretty much done here. And here we go. Here we go. This is the epic moment. I'm pushing up my Peltasts. And here I'm hoping that Egypt used up most of their ammo, because I got to close in the gap. And also, oof. This is just a brutal fight. Look at this. Oh, and then he's hitting me pretty hard with the archers. So he decided to change targets and go for my Peltasts. That's okay. You know, that's okay. Because it lets Kush kind of focus, and it gives him a chance to... Look at that! Just raining hatred and arrows on these guys. The Cretan archers, really good archers here. Oh, yeah. We keep it coming. But unfortunately, my Peltasts are getting hit hard. They're losing a lot of troops. Not much I can do about it, because I can't charge in, right? I have to exhaust my ammo. Got some Peltasts throwing at the Bactrians. The Armenians have some units that look like they've ran out of ammo, so they're able to charge them in. But is it enough? Probably not. There they go. Eastern archers charge. Look at this guy. He looked like he was kind of doing the Naruto run that, you know, every high school has that one kid that goes and he does the Naruto run. I don't know the name. I don't watch it, but you know the run where the arms are in the back. They're like hunching forward. You get what I'm saying. Anyways, mercenary Peltasts doing some work here. I think I've exhausted nearly all of my ammo. So I'm trying to get rid of the ammo so I can charge in, because these Peltasts, in an archer battle, if the Peltasts can get into close combat, they're gonna do some work. You know, they're pretty good in close combat, you know, relatively speaking. So here we go. Here comes another volley. Yeah, look at all these spears. Oh, that poor guy just hit right in the neck. And then over here we've got, look at this epic melee. This is a big melee over here. And archers are helping out. Good for them. Look at this. Kush holds on, and Crimea, once a very healthy looking faction, is down to a few handful of troops. It's really Egypt that looks the strongest here. So this is coming down to a pretty close battle. We definitely, they have the advantage for sure, but you know, with my Peltasts charging in, you just never know. Now, unfortunately, I'm charging into Peltasts. So, unfortunate, you know, because it's going to be a fair fight. I was hoping to get a little bit of an easy slaughter there, charging into archers, but I had to deal with the Peltasts. And then my general's moving up. He's got 71 kills, but he's down to 77 men. But we need all hands on deck here. We got to try to do everything we can to overwhelm Bactria in Egypt. And he's fallen back with this Peltasts, but my men are getting absolutely blasted as I pursue. That was a good move right there. He created some distance so the archers could get some good hits, and Egypt knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing, and I am against it. I'm against it. My general, what are you doing? One guy just shot. one guy was just like, I'll put an arrow down there. I'll see what happens. Let me just shoot one arrow down there, see if I hit anyone. Okay, now they're moving closer. I don't know why I'm walking them. This is kind of like urgent. This is urgent business. Urgent business right now. Okay. Kush has his general in the fight. He should win this. This is a heavy armored, really good archer unit. And they're still firing while fighting in close combat. What chads? Look at that. And they're fighting over Kush. Kush is looking pretty good. I mean, this is a little bit of an issue. So let's see. Oh, noble horse archers. Okay, so his general is in play as well. Oh, and then they got some slingers. That sucks. Slingers are nasty, dude. Slingers are very underrated. Now I'm using fire ammo. I think what I was trying to do was, yeah, I'm trying to get the... This is a desperate move by me, but I'm basically general sniping with my archers to try to get these elephants to run amok. And I'm hoping that they just run into their own men. Again, that's the idea. We'll see if I can pull it off. Can I turn this battle around with one epic volley of fire arrows? Run amok! Run amok! Run amok! Now, very wisely, he runs away, and no, this was not gonna lead to anything. The Armenians are down to a handful of troops. I'm charging in my general. And my general's getting focused to hell. And oh my gosh. That is tragic. Tragic. And so it's quite clear that we're going to lose this battle. Kush is still fighting hard here, though. With the last two units that he has. Got units charging into each other. And there you have it, guys. That is pretty much the battle. So that was a lot of fun. Just look at the bird's eye view of the different lines of dead troops everywhere. It was a nasty fight. Very nasty, very bloody. Like I said, glass cannon. That's why this was a quick battle. Less than 20 minutes. Because even though it's a 4v4, these archers don't last long against archers, you know? So it is well played by Egypt, Bactria, you know, the whole team here, Crimea. They did a good job. And really pushed our flank, and we just couldn't keep up. And the general's breaking here. I told him that he could charge in his general now, because at this point it didn't really matter. This is all he has left, so we can just fast forward a little bit. Oh my gosh, that's hideous. That's some hideous fast forwarding there. There we go. And then the elephants are like, I want a piece of this action. Give me a piece of this action. And you can see he's trying to make him run amok. But unfortunately, he uses like Stampede or whatever, Trample, and oh, elephants, nasty. And now we got generals fighting over here. He charges in his cav. Yeah, so very fun match. Shout out to all the players in this battle. Thank you for joining. This was good fun. You can see Toby kind of struggled there a little bit, but that's okay. It's an archer-only battle. We're just having fun. Look at Crimea getting 3,000 kills, which is the highest amount. Highest amount of kills. I got the second highest on my team, but I think that's third highest overall. So how about that? I think I did pretty well. I think I did pretty well. But if we look at my kills, I should have brought more slingers. They just wrecked booty right there. Even my Eastern Javelinmen did pretty good. I mean, considering the price, they got 86 kills. My elite Persian archers doing pretty good. Would have liked to see some more 200 plus kills there. One of my Peltasts did good. This one got 5. Oh, 246. Look at that. I put some gold chevrons on these guys too. But yeah, that was fun, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I'm trying to do more fun scenario battles like this. But it was a lot of fun. I appreciate the support. I hope, again, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time on the battlefield.